A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
A
Give
weem
me a
away,
break.
a weem away, a
Give
weem
me a
away, a
break.
weem away, a
Give
weem
me
away, a weem away,
Kit Kat
weem
bar.
away.
Okay.
Here we go, coming at you live, week 5.
Yeah.
3.
We're here. We're week 5. We're the 3Dynasteers.
4
I'm
down.
Brandon.
I'm Josh.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Got who's this over here?
Andy Sams.
He's the steed. He's the workhorse.
Aseminator.
He's the one that we need. He carries us. He puts the 3
Eliminator.
Dynasteers on his back.
Statistician.
It is who he is. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you
Crazy.
for carving out this time.
It's a beautiful Seattle day.
It
Beautiful
is.
Seattle
The rain
day
is back.
to be inside.
Absolutely.
When the Seahawks win and it rains afterwards, those are the tears of our enemies. And this time it was the Rams.
And it felt real good.
So good.
That it did.
The worst wins feel the best because you just feel like garbage throughout the entire game. And at the end, you're like, well, we're trash, but at least we got that W.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Pulled it out.
Prophet of our times. An exciting week. So much to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to get into all the individuals here. Go over the weeks like we do. We're going to go over the matchups. We're going to forecast what we got next week. We've got another great episode of Top or Flop. Can't tell you guys the questions.
Slop and flop.
And
floppy.
floppers.
Top and flop.
You know, this is going to be the one that's going to move the needle up and to the right, as they say.
And that's good.
That's what they say.
It's the best. Actually, it's the GOAT. But really, the real GOAT of this podcast and what keeps everybody here coming back is a little something we like to call Power Rankings. Andrew, will you take this away for us and
I got
show
you.
us the way?
I got it.
Did we go up or down?
I don't know. But
We're
he
about-
disappeared. Where did he go?
We're about to find out.
Right about now.
Audio Jungle.
Week 5 Power Rankings. The madness at the Power Rankings pinnacle continues as Senate and Frenetic re-attains the top spot with another win, making it 3 on the trot. And though key injuries dropped his ROS roster rank, he still remains number 1 in the consistency rankings. The team that shall not be named keeps his trend going, settling into second for the 4th week in a row, while Bender's Meatbag Parade falls out of the top 3 for the first time, taking another loss, but still dominating the ROS roster rank. The only other owner relishing a 3-game win streak, Seattle Second Harvest, drops anchor in the 3rd and hits number 1 in PPG as his charge for the top spot keeps full steam ahead. Sitting pretty in 5th, Dak That Pass Up reels in another win to push his playoff odds to a high of 66%, while just underneath him sits our monster mover of the week, Funny Thundercats, escalating from 10th to 6th and notching another win on the bedpost against a now 8th-ranked One Girl One Cup team that seems to be in complete turmoil at this moment. Unmoved in 7th, Westside J takes down the top dog of last week, Bender's Meatbag Parade, almost doubling his playoff odds, but slipping from 3rd to 8th in the ROS roster ranks. Smelly Kelly Waters punches another one in the loss column, yet still floats towards the surface as his ROS roster ranks somehow keeps progressing upwards. The peaks and valleys of the Juggernaut season continues, as the reigning champion falls 2 into 10th, dragging 12th in the ROS roster ranks down with him. Dukes of Hazzard nosedive continues, making this the 4th straight week he's dropped positions, and a gander at his PPG gives evidence as to why. Hoping not to become a trend, Meat Sweats, now with 4 successive losses, still marinates at the bottom with his playoff odds sitting at a paltry 7%. Will he turn it around? I have no clue. Neither do you. All right, back to you guys. There it is, lads.
Oh, yeah. Bring him in. Set him down.
I don't understand how you do that.
You know,
It's a lot of prep.
we made a bet off camera that Andrew wouldn't get it done in one take. Josh bet against me, and Andrew made me right and got that done in one take.
He's winning more money.
I'm taking it all. We're going to keep these bets going.
Yep.
We're going to keep it live. Andrew, how do you do that?
A little luck and a lot of skill.
Yeah, well said.
Wow.
Well said.
Maybe opposite, but it's one or the other.
Truly brilliant.
Kind of like Cam's score this week.
Hey, bench points. Shout out. We'll get there.
Hey.
Don't worry. We got plenty.
Power.
We got plenty to cover this week. The power rankings make it super easy for us because we get to see, are we moving up? Or are we moving down? Are we making progress? Are we staying the same? Am I making it to the playoffs or am I staying stagnant? I really don't know.
They are fun.
Do you know? I don't know.
They are wonderful.
I think Andrew knows. He's the stats guy. He's looked at all of
He's
it.
created these somehow.
Memorized now.
In his lab, in his laboratory.
I think you have a crystal ball, and I just want access on
Oh.
Tuesday nights, preferably.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to wait. Well, actually, you won't have to wait, but everyone else will.
Hey.
You're a lucky man. You are a lucky man.
I've been told that never before in my life, so thank you for being the first.
we got waivers coming up tonight, guys. You guys want to give a sneak peek on who we're getting?
No.
No, do it because by the time this gets edited and released, they won't see it. So who we grabbing?
Well, I don't trust. No.
You're last, right? You're last.
You
so
are
you don't
last.
really matter. But who
I'm
you
where
want?
I
Who
am.
do you want? Who do you first desire last?
Yeah, if you had number one,
Right
who
now.
would you take?
Well, with my situation being Russell Wilson on a bye, I would take one of the
the
top streaming quarterbacks
Pittance.
right now.
Which in your mind is?
either Josh McCown against the Patriots, which
Is-
hurts me because it's the Jets, or I might play Hoyer. He's been decent the last.
So you're
couple
going
weeks.
QB.
But it's a streamer again. So
So you're going hoping.
Have you
hit
decided
goal.
yet? Or are you still kind of up in the air?
Well, I got the 3 guys on waivers.
I would go
Nice.
Baltimore,
Whichever
Joe
hits.
Flacco.
Never.
Personally, I would go
yeah, I
Joe
just
Flacco.
I don't trust him.
I bet you
right now.
$5 Joe Flacco scores more than any of those top 3 quarterbacks you just said.
I bet you $5 whoever he chooses as a streaming quarterback will get more than Joe Flacco.
Done.
Witness.
Easy money, fam.
10%.
No,
You heard it?
Flacco.
Not-
Cool, easy Joe Flacco.
Everyone
Not
heard
the
it.
first bet we're making this time. I collected from you the
Stop.
last
You
bet that we
did.
made.
You got me.
We're going to make another bet here
Who
later.
are you taking with your waiver?
Oh, with
Why
mine?
don't you trust me?
I'm still up in the air.
You
I don't
trust
know.
me. I'm not streaming Joe Flacco.
I'm kind of deciding. I don't know if I want to take a running back who has recently hit the waiver wire.
Who's on your waiver first?
Right now it's a defense, and it's Atlanta.
Oh my God, you're ugly. Really?
Yeah, because I don't want the Steelers to go into New Orleans and get dumped on.
I'm going Shane Vereen.
Well, yeah, you can't do this.
That's a good move.
I know it is.
He's a good move.
Shane Vereen. Why? Because
Yeah, that's not bad
4
right now.
Giants wide
Receivers.
receivers
I like
get
it.
hurt,
They're all
and they
down.
dump it off to Shane Vereen.
They're the
So
new Chicago Bears.
Watch that happen.
But you don't want the new number one
No.
number one receiver
because that's a number 5
Roger
receiver
Lewis?
normally.
Is that his name?
It's a nobody.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't.
A number
touchdown
5.
And he's not even the new number one.
Nah.
It's Sterling Shepard. But
Well, when he gets back, yeah,
we've got plenty of points to talk about. I want to get into the matchups from last week. That kind of sets the stage for the forecasts and who we're going to play next week. But before we can get to that, we have to talk about how it all broke down this week. And ESPN
Absolutely.
is so nice to me. It always has me first up in the top left. So that's just where we're going to start, boys. We're going to go over this real quick because it was Dak that pass up, that'd be me. Dallas, that's what's up. Versus the Meat Sweats. I don't have any shout-outs there because it was just a blowout.
absolute domination.
I don't feel bad. It was 125.1
I feel
for
a
me.
little bad.
No. I don't at all. To
think that's-
65.8.
I think that's the lowest score of the season.
It
correct?
is.
By-
It is.
Okay.
And that singular score after this most recent week, I now have the least points scored against because of that score.
Well, that's the way you can
That's
get
like-
through the season to the playoffs.
That's
for
like
sure.
one Tom Brady showing.
Sneaky.
But this was a super. I'm just gonna fly through mine. This was super quick and easy. Dak did work for me. 38 points.
monstrous.
Marshawn, thank God he got a touchdown.
Marshawn got. I didn't even see that.
Okay.
You know,
I didn't either.
they got it down to like the 1 or 2 yard line. What do they do on the 1 or 2 yard line? You give the ball to Marshawn Lynch, he immediately ran it in.
We would have 2 Super Bowls.
We would absolutely.
Touchy subject.
DeAndre Hopkins, the number 2 wide receiver in the league, 4 receptions, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them in garbage time. It was beautiful.
They are rolling.
You got very
That
fortunate
offense
with
is rolling.
that.
They lost, but they're rolling.
And then I want to shout out the number 1 tight end in the league, Zachers. Thank you so much, man. You are the best. You make me the best.
So this is 3 years in a row you're streaming the number 1 tight end in a row
I don't
in the league.
understand.
Not streaming so much as I targeted
We'll draft it as well.
So
Put my sights on him and pulled the trigger.
Zach Ertz, and then last year it was Barnage.
Last year I didn't hit on tight ends.
Oh,
last
so you're
year.
3 for 4.
Yeah,
that's not as good.
The 6 years we've been around, I've had it for like 4 years. I had Julius Thomas 2 years when he was with Peyton Manning. That was great. I got Gary Barnage
when he did all that.
I got Zach Ertz now, and then I had another
pretty
one
good
in there too.
You got good eye for those. Good source. I don't know where it is,
sure.
but I want.
Look, I want a guy that knows how to hit the seam.
Beginning. Well, not Zach Ertz this season, but
we did it. Cam, rough day. Sammy Bradford's. He put all of the biscuits in that basket, and it didn't work out.
His team looks like it would be half decent on paper too, but.
It does, and the game script didn't turn out for Amir Abdullah. Latavius Murray is the exact same problem that I dealt with Latavius for the last 2 years. Now he gave him a shot. He wasn't the move. Stephon Diggs, I think he got injured. I saw him on the sidelines. He missed a lot of time.
Yeah,
in the game.
Pulled up. Yeah.
Oh,
he might be out for a game.
Big.
It wasn't a hit.
Big surprise. Big surprise.
Oh, from a Diggs looking boy.
Stephon Diggs getting hurt.
You know what? I'm still a big Diggs fan. Devontae Parker went down. His top player was Jimmy Graham, putting in some work, but really 65.8 isn't going to get it done anytime.
Let me be clear. 65.8 total for the
points.
week.
However, his bench had 101 points, so it's not totally lost for him. He has Jerick McKinnon down there. He just chose the wrong running back. That's 32.7 right there. He's got Devontae Adams. That's another 22.1.
I don't know how you don't start Amendola at this point.
I'm right there with you. 16.8 from Amendola.
Yeah, strong bench, man.
So, he's got hope. He's got plenty of options. He just needs to make better decisions.
Yeah, correct. For sure.
But that was that. That was a 12 versus a 6, and the 6 won last week's power rankings. When we go through next week's matchups, I'll update on what the new power rankings are. That was a 12 versus 6. The next match that we had, it was a rematch between Scott and G-rated Funny Thundercats versus One Girl, One Cup.
Scott a lot of rematches.
Yeah, a lot of them.
A lot of them early and often this year, right?
That's the way it works.
Scott was the 10. One Girl, One Cup was the 5, and the 10 dumped on the 5.
Straight defecated.
If the meat sweat scoring 65 points was garbage, then One Girl, One Cup defecated with 75.8.
Yeah.
Even if the players on that team had a good day, it still would have been a lot to overcome the Funny Thundercats putting up 159.8. That is a 159.8 to 75.8 victory.
Yeah, when Scott scores, he scores high.
His players turn out.
When the team goes off, oh my goodness, watch out.
His top scorer of the day, Melvin Gordon, 35.3 points.
Melvin Gordon.
That's not going to happen every week.
No.
Okay, so who would you rather have, Melvin Gordon or Todd Gurley?
Todd Gurley.
Yeah,
he scored 6
this week.
I don't care.
6 points this week.
Todd Gurley all day.
I'm just saying that's rough. If he got a normal score, it might have been a little closer.
See, but 2 weeks ago, Melvin Gordon got 5.4.
Well, hold on. I'm pretty sure Adam's getting his average, so it's whatever.
Yeah, right.
Isn't he down there like 80 his average or something?
Gurley got 38 2 weeks in a row, so he's doing just fine. You got to play the ups and the lows. But Adam, do better.
You're trash.
Do better. You're the league commissioner, and you're putting up 75.8 points.
Trash.
I don't expect much of you, but I expect, I don't know, maybe 76 points. Can you at least break 76
How's
for
your
me?
tight end doing? You just putting up zeros on purpose at this point, or what?
This I'm happy you said that.
Lord, have mercy.
This is the best. Adam, you have 3 tight ends on your roster. You have O.J. Howard, you have Hunter Henry, and you have Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 2 of them got over 10 points. 1 of them got 0 points.
Which one?
He's doing it on purpose, I think.
The one that got 0 points was O.J. Howard, the one you chose to start. You had a 66% chance to get it right, and you still found a way to fuck it up. That's the faith that I have in you, and I'm super happy that you have all of these very talented players on your roster that you don't know how to do anything with. Please trade them or drop them.
I'm also glad you have
somebody.
Mike Evans, and you don't, there's not a situation where you don't have him.
7.4 points for Mike Evans.
He didn't do good that week, but he's a great receiver.
Yeah, you can't.
Has Patrick Peterson coming up, so it might not even be better.
Just to kind of go over some highlights from the scores here. Tom Brady did his thing. Melvin Gordon, Carlos Hyde did not do his thing. The only player on Scott's roster, only with 2.3 points. He went out. He was injured. T.Y. Hilton, Tyreek did his thing. Kyle Rudolph, not Kevin. He did his thing. Once Case Keenum came back in, he hit Rudolph right out the gate on
Big
several
gains.
targets.
Yep.
And Bengals defense, solid, did good. Adam with Ben Roethlisberger, I don't think I got it anymore. 5.3 points, like 1,000 pick sixes, and just threw the game away.
Lord have mercy.
Still managed to put up 300 yards, though.
Ben's a great.
5 interceptions.
5 interceptions.
They had his number, man.
That's-
All the good ones do it.
I read an interesting stat. The only person that has more interceptions than Ben Roethlisberger at this point right now is Deshaun Kaiser,
Yeah, for Cleveland.
who got pulled.
He's a special player, though.
Yeah, it takes a special
I
talent to
dare
throw
you to
9
start him
interceptions in
versus
5
Adam.
weeks.
I dare you to start him versus Adam.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it. You probably could get away with it.
I'm not
I
going
dare you to beat him with.
It's not
Are you
bad.
just
Yeah,
you're just trying to get out of the bet that we got going on?
I don't know what's
That's
going
what's
on.
up. I see this. This
I
is
don't
too
know
obvious.
what's going on.
Adam just had it rough. Todd Gurley, bad day, 6. Christian McCaffrey, top scorer, 13.6. Finally getting some work now that they're the tight end of the
Should've
Carolinas
traded him
out.
to me.
Greg Olsen. Honestly, that's his best. He shouldn't have traded it to you. Mike Evans did nothing. Amari Cooper still looking like a dumpster fire. LeGarrette Blount did some work. And the Panthers defense put up 16. He still has no faith in Cooper Kupp sitting on the bench.
Yep. Should he?
And those 2 tight ends. You could have flexed one and got more points. Shit, you could have started both of them and got more points.
You like tight
lesson.
ends, right?
Oh. Thin hips with a quick get off. That's your favorite kind of player, right, Adam? That's what started everything for him. It was a blowout. Scott's go up to 2-3. Adam also now is 2-3. It's a race to the bottom. Who's going to win? This next match, one of the Dynasteers versus the former championship. That was Andrew and Set It and Fernet It versus the Juggernaut.
Yep.
It was a blowout, kind of. 143.5 for you, sir, to 129 for the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I mean,
How'd you feel? How'd it go?
well, I mean, it was one. I think going into Monday night, it was, it
was a lot closer,
It was
yeah.
133 to like 123, and he had a defensive player left that ended up getting, I think, 6 points. So, but then it updated, and my defense got 10 points added on to them, so that kind of sealed the deal.
Oh, don't you love that?
Made it a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, it was,
Not
Leonard
really.
Fournette broke, probably, I think it was his last touch of the game, broke a 90-yard touchdown to get him almost 20 more points right off the end of the game.
Bro.
The end of the game. So
Is that like a dream?
that's pretty much what ended, sealing the week for me.
He looked great all game.
He did.
And if we can get a special close-up on your new GIF that you put up this week, I think
No.
every week we have to have a highlight. We have to have a highlight of Andrew's GIF because every single week you do this beautiful GIF right here, and it's new every single week. And
Yeah.
you need like a highlight. You deserve it.
Keep going. Well, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it was a phenomenal play.
Yeah, only took me too long.
And speaking of players that broke something, didn't you lose Odell for the year?
I
There he is, right there
yes, yeah, he's out
for the year.
for a while. That gives
That's
him
rough.
a year to calm down. I think he'll come back.
Bro,
he'll
I'm
come
so
back
sad we
better.
don't get to watch him play
No,
this
it's
year.
horrible.
He's
Makes
great.
me
It's horrible.
nauseous.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite player on my squad in terms of I do like guys that are a little off the
Huge-handed.
cuff, I guess. Huge-handed. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Thank you. No, but it hurts. It hurts. It hurts my rotation. It's gonna make me work a lot harder on the waivers this season.
Oh, wow.
I already
Yeah.
work hard enough on them, but
You also lost
Not good.
Charles Clay and J.J. Watt.
right.
Moment of silence for J.J. Watt.
Moment of silence.
J.J. Watt's replaceable. That's fine.
No, that's fine. But
What are you going to do for tight ends? Because
yeah,
He
I did
literally
think I was
got
going
a
to stream him
moment
for the
there.
rest of the season, Charles
it.
Clay.
That's
So
all we had time
all
for.
he got was a moment. Sorry, and keep going. All he got was a moment there. JJ Watt, at most.
oh, it was
We gave him even half
it was
a
a
moment.
tick of
even.
the clock,
Maybe.
wasn't it?
shout out, and we're back.
No, but I was thinking about Charles Clay being my rest of the season
Mm-hmm.
tight end, so that very much hurts. So
He's not.
now I'm thinking streaming for the rest of the way.
Well, look. Trade gates are open. Slide into my DMs and let's talk about Zach Ertz.
Yeah. No.
That's a good matchup, though.
Yeah, you did really well, which actually you had to do because the former champ, who's now 2-3,
he put up a good fight.
He did.
It was a yeah.
Carson Palmer put up 28 for him.
Quit.
His rookie running back Wayne Gallman.
Solid.
Solid
I had him
12-7.
on my waiver wire pickup last week.
Me as well.
He's looking good. He's that new rook. You always want that new rook,
Right.
right? That new rook that has a chance.
Starting job.
Elijah McGuire.
Do you have him?
No, that's me.
No, this guy got
Oh,
him,
you got
man.
him?
He's on my bench.
Oh,
Yeah, I put him on like 3 weeks ago.
He should be starting next week because Bilal Powell
I
and
think-
Forte are injured.
And guess who
Yeah.
he's playing against?
New England Patriots.
Wild.
Yes. Correct.
Free points.
Yeah,
But don't sleep on him because eventually that's going to get shut out.
for sure.
Jarvis Landry looking like the clear number one for the juggernaut out there.
Finally.
Jordy Nelson, it was really weird. He wasn't in the game at the end, and to me, it looks like he's nursing an injury.
When I was, I was actually at work at my kitchen job watching that game as it came down to the wire, and I only caught the last drive. And so I was just looking at the wideouts thinking, oh, my God, where's Jordy Nelson?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to be seen on that last drive.
Is that why some of your customers got their food late?
No comment.
Yo, speaking
But
of
yes.
that last drive,
Oh, my God.
is Aaron Rodgers a god or is he a god?
He is.
Don't
There's
give
only
that
one
man-
answer.
Don't give that
He
man
is.
more than a minute.
He is.
Come on.
Bro,
You know,
That throw, that touchdown.
do you
throw
realize
was-
that guy was like, he was getting nauseous because they were running the ball, trying to get it away, holding it away from him. And
Yep.
he's just like pacing back and forth with a towel around his neck.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, give me the ball, give me the ball. He got it
Yep.
with, what, a minute? And he made it
Minute
happen?
113.
113.
And the worst part about it is Dallas threw the ball instead of running it in their last set of downs, and they could have taken an additional 40 seconds off, but it was an incomplete pass. Like, you
Crazy.
cannot
Crazy.
give it's defense to run the ball. Yeah,
Not
their
against one
defense
of the-
stops
one
you,
of the
but
best ever.
you
Not
can't give
against
the
that.
ball to Aaron Rodgers. He's too good.
He's amazing.
3rd and 11, and he runs it 12 or more than 12, but he gets the first. Like, how
Got a
you gonna
decent-
sleep on
yep.
him?
Breaks a tackle. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He's running away like he's running away from Olivia Munn. You're not going to stop it. Overall, it was a good game. You
Yep.
took out the victory.
To 4-1. Thank you.
It was a 2 versus 8. You being the 2 in that. I think it was pretty obvious that was going to go from the get-go. This next match, it was the 11 versus the 2. That would be Kelly's Smelly Water versus Kareem Hunt and the team that shall not be named.
Oh, okay. You said the 2 twice, but
Oh, did I? Sorry.
yeah.
It was the 11 versus
Okay.
the 2.
And now, what was the prior one?
I said 2 because that week there was actually 2 people tied for second in the power rankings.
Right.
Oh,
Last
okay.
week,
Yeah.
you and
Tim,
Tim
yeah.
were tied for second in the
That
power
makes sense.
rankings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you ended up going higher in the power rankings this week. And even
yeah.
though Tim got the W, he didn't. I think he went up to second. He stayed in second.
Yeah, he's been in second for a while now.
But,
Yeah.
your power ranking's not really going to go up too much when you beat Kelly. It's just not.
Well, I mean,
A clunker. A dozer.
It's like University of Washington. Any college football program that has a chance to be top 25. Nobody cares who you beat the first week. I'm sorry, Kelly, but you're everybody's first week,
Ouch.
you didn't beat him by much.
except for Adam. You're like Adam's championship game, and you won. Oh, but speaking of tight ends that put up 0, sorry, the score of this game, the 11, Smelly Kelly Waters 105.9 versus the team that shall not be named, who put up 117. It was still really close
Was.
for somebody
Came down
that's
to-
in contention.
Came down right to the wire.
And, I've given the Smelly Waters their props. He's consistently put up like 150 points. This was just one of those games where he didn't.
Yep. He's going to be one of those ups and downs.
It's going to be like that. Evan Ingram, who had every opportunity to get targets and points, put up a goose egg.
Another
Even
rookie.
a decent showing from him would
Yep.
have given him the win. Bilal Powell got injured. If he didn't, that could have been the victory. Rashard Matthews
Really unfortunate.
got injured, or not injured. Rashard Matthews, quarterback, got injured, so he
Right,
couldn't do
right.
anything. Adam Thielen, if they would have had Case Keenum in there from the beginning of the game. So there's just a lot of stuff that worked against Kelly this week. It's not going to happen like that every week. Right. He had to start Tyrod Taylor,
which I didn't think was a bad start.
Me neither.
Ever.
But only 7.9 points.
Yeah, really rough. His lowest of the year. So
all around. I think Kareem Hunt, for the team that should not be named, had his worst week of the year.
Yeah.
What do you get, 44? Or what?
How about this? This is your worst week. 29 attempts, 107 yards, 17.1 points.
Oh, my God. I'm nauseous.
Nauseous.
Horrific.
Right? That's his worst. And he had 3 catches for 9 yards, which isn't much, but he's getting, that's an extra 1.5.
Lord.
Almost 2 points.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston put up 30 against New England. None of it went to O.J. Howard or Mike Evans, which is phenomenal. LaShawn McCoy kind of struggling a little bit this week, only 12.9. Lamar Miller, solid floor of like 10. He put up 11.9. Keenan Allen and the entire Chargers just struggled. I think they're cursed, the Chargers as a whole, minus Melvin Ingram.
Not sharp right now.
They're looking terrible.
Yeah.
I agree.
Marquise Lee only put up 5.9. That's just because I heard a stat. I don't know if it's true, but did Blake Bortles not even throw the ball in the second half?
I didn't get to see that game.
0 attempts. I think I read
there's
that.
There's no way.
There's
0
no way.
attempts.
Maybe 0 completions.
You probably
that's more likely.
You probably saw completions.
There can't be. There's no way.
There's no way they didn't throw the ball once.
What was the score?
Nah.
If they're up by 30,
they didn't play the game with that.
It was 30-9.
If they're up
because
by 30,
Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 interceptions, and at least 2 of them were pick sixes.
Who knows? They just run it until
get the clock out.
Roethlisberger does something, and depend on their defense. They pulled a Seattle Seahawk, didn't they?
Right. That's just so wild to me.
Crazy though.
But
if that's true.
I mean, it was a close game. If things went just a little differently, and I don't know, this year seems like there's a lot of injuries going on.
A ton. Last 2 years, but this year. Yeah.
And this week they just affected Kelly. Rough. 1-4. You can still make the playoffs. And trust me, you want to make the playoffs so that you don't lose in the consolation bracket and get a brand new shirt. Next year, we can't give you a new shirt,
You
Kelly.
don't want that.
You'll have to wear your shirt that you got this year, and then maybe we'll get you some new shoes or like a rainbow pair of shorts or something. I don't know. Maybe
you want
cool
some rainbow
hat.
Shorts, Kelly?
Something real special.
Rainbow shorts?
Whatever,
We'll get you some rainbow shorts.
Unicorn shirt. Whatever. But, Kelly, I just want to say, I got your back, dog. I believe in you. You can get at least 3 wins this year. You're going to play Adam again, too.
I don't think he's in too much trouble yet.
He should be good, but... Kelly, the first thing you need to do, actually, you've been cursed by ESPN. You've been in the league since the very beginning. You're a former champion. You still don't have a picture up. I'm going to shame you every week until you put a picture up.
Please.
I'm begging you. These guys do new gifts.
We want to know.
They do a new GIF every single week. Josh does the bare minimum, still gets a cool new GIF up. This guy does the absolute maximum, gets a new GIF up. Just give me a still picture. Can I get a still frame? Can I get anything? Can I do it for you?
A team logo.
I'd be happy to.
It entertains us, to say the least.
And everybody. And also, I'm going to go back in time right now and say the exact same thing to Cam, minus the whole former champion thing.
Hey! Just put a picture of Dalvin Cook's knee up there.
Oh, that hurts. That's too soon.
Too soon.
Our next matchup here, Josh, this was you versus I believe it was the number 1 matchup you had. Yeah, it was a 7 versus 1.
And what I say?
7. I don't know what you said, but
I said I was going to smoke him. Like a cigar.
Look.
Smoked him.
You got really lucky that 2 of his main players were on bye. It was a good week to go against him. You got the victory.
Okay.
I can't take anything away from you.
That's why I say we'd smoke him.
Let me tell the people how the points kind of broke down here a little bit. It was a 128.3 to 102. Smoked.
I could have played Cam Newton and got another 20.
You handed him his second loss.
Sorry,
yeah,
Jason.
Big win.
Shouldn't have came this way.
You guys are both 3-2 now. You had a 40-point quarterback on the bench. That was Cam Newton, who you're probably going to start next week.
He earned it.
He put up. You had him on your bench for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
each week he scored over 40 points, so he earned it.
Not only did he earn it, it hurts me that he did that. He did it to spite me.
The great part about it, what actually I'm really excited about, given that I'm playing with you, preview. Next week, I'm playing you next week. He's up against Philadelphia, which has been like one of the tougher defenses.
Don't worry about it.
I ain't worried about it. We'll get there.
Don't worry about it.
You started Andy Dalton, put up a solid 28.
Solid.
I thought he got injured, but he came back. He was looking good.
Thank God. That scared me.
Balled it out.
He started the game with a 17-point pass to AJ Green.
Oh, that was so nice.
That
Was a beautiful pass.
77
I will
yards,
say
yeah.
the Bengals have looked so much better since they fired their offensive coordinator. It's like, oh my God, they
Shocking.
put
It's
somebody
almost like
in
the Seahawks should follow suit.
At this point, I think we
Don't
would be
even
better
disagree. Don't even disagree.
off. I don't want to
It's
disagree.
not a
They
conversation.
should
I wanna
just
get
win by
into.
like 30 points.
I-
I guess they should have won by that.
I would be willing to fire Darrell Bevell after we fix our offensive line.
Don't
if we
wanna
had
talk
a
about
decent
it.
offensive
Don't
line,
wanna talk
we'll
about
get
it.
there. I'd be happy to fire
We
him.
need to fix that.
But run it on the 1 yard line, please,
Period.
Mr. Bevel, please. You rolled with Devin Funchess again over Kelvin Benjamin.
And what happened with
Good
that?
choice.
He got one more point than Kelvin Benjamin, 14.8. Solid, good
Very
for you.
Got a touchdown, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
Let's touch that. He did 7 for 53 and a touchdown.
Oh.
I'm not clowning on you.
Who am I playing to verse you, though?
I don't know. Either one, I'd be happy with.
You
you want to
pick.
start them both?
You pick.
Will you put Funchess in? He seems to be on a
No,
roll.
I'll put Benjamin.
Okay, well I guess
That's what I
I
said,
don't
too.
get to pick.
I said play Funches.
Yeah, you threw
Benjamin.
Marvin Jones in, solid 8.4, 6.
Hey, I'll
for
take that
54.
from the flex.
You know, I'm happy with any wide receiver that's getting 6 touches, 6 receptions. That's a decent day.
Oh, if he can catch the ball 6 times, I'm happy. as
Tight
can
end
be.
didn't show up, but I didn't need him because Jason wasn't playing his dogs. 'Cause they were hurt or on bye. So I threw in a crappy tight end just to make sure that it was even. Still smoked him.
Smoked him.
Smoked him, Jason. Smoked you.
And
Gotcha.
This
Power
next
ranking one.
Let
Dunzo.
me go over his team real quick here because he actually had solid showings, right? Eli Manning. Sorry. Let me tell you about Eli Manning and his 16.5 points, and now let me tell you about some people he had some solid showings from. That would be Le'Veon Bell with 16.3 points, a low day.
Not bad, though.
15 attempts rushing. The important part here, 10 receptions for 46 yards. He had Duke Johnson, who got 17.8, only 6 attempts, but this is the wild part, only 3 receptions, but he got 63 yards out of it.
Damn.
And a touchdown.
I like Duke.
Yeah,
Des
Duke's
Bryant,
looking good.
did he break double digits for the first time? No, the third time. He has not had a great day. He's not a true number one.
The other Julio.
I've tried to trade for Des Bryant. I'm honestly happy that I've been turned down every time. I'd be so disappointed. Delaney Walker did nothing. Andre Ellington caught a bunch of passes himself too.
All average, though. They all did average.
Took
Him down, man.
Average.
Took him down.
102 points. You're not going to have a great day and put up 102 points. No. He didn't have faith in Michael Crabtree, which at this point, kind of why would you? He put up 19.2. He played Eli Manning over Deshaun Watson. How can you not have faith in Deshaun Watson? Here's been his point totals: 23 points.
You would have won.
Since he came in.
Man, you have to, yeah.
Since he came in, I'm discounting week 1, but week 2 on 23.2, 28, 46.7, and then this week again 46.7. If he
only
just would have
ranked
started
6th.
Deshaun, if he would have just started Deshaun, he would have beat
Eli
you.
ranked.
One with Eli, with his receiving core just
Eli?
in tatters, you have to start Deshaun.
Eli is a
12th.
quarterback 1, barely.
He's ranked 12th.
Yeah, it's a QB 1.
Deshaun Watson's ranked 6th.
Yeah, you start your Deshaun. At this point, you have to ride with Deshaun.
Have to.
You have to. He's also got Derek Carr on his bench, who, in my opinion, is droppable. But that's that game. Congrats on your victory.
Thank you.
You have a W2 coming
Yes.
into this next week where you have a shot at
Given
a
to me by
W3.
Jason,
A shot.
which you'll give to me.
I doubt that, and we'll put money on it. We'll get there. This next matchup, this is what I call an absolute blowout. Seattle's second harvest, the number 3 versus the number 4. It's the number 11 Dukes of Hazzard. An absolute slaughter. It would have been so disgusting if this guy actually had Mike Evans on his team still, but he didn't. He still managed to put up 166 points. That's Seattle's second harvest, 166 versus the Dukes got 101.3.
Yo, Chris is a beast.
He's got a team.
He's got a solid team.
A solid team.
AJ Green, if
Number
Andy
1.
Dalton got 17 points right out the gate, could you imagine how much AJ
24 or something like that right off that pass.
Oh, my.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like 18.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was so good. He ended up with 7 receptions, 189 yards, and a touchdown, 29.4 points. That's beautiful.
Lord, yeah.
He streamed Jacoby Brissett, got 28 points out of him, 17 points out of Chris Hogan, that new fire in New England.
He's looking more and more like Tom Brady's favorite.
Travis Kelce got him 13.8 points. Sorry, I'm thinking about last week and how emo I am about Travis Kelce beating me.
Solid again.
It's solid before he went out with a concussion at 13.8 points on a cheap hit, I'll say. That was kind of BS. And then Deshaun Jackson, he ended up kind of hitting the home run today. 5 receptions for 106 yards.
Yeah, he looked good.
His defensive player got 15 points. Telvin Smith, what did he get? 10 tackles and a...
No, it's got to be an interception.
There was
he threw 5 of them, so he had to get one.
Yeah, at least
he
one.
got a touchdown, so... Yeah, an interception.
Yeah, a pick six. It was a pick six, which was beautiful. He had the ball batted into his hands.
Yeah.
The Seahawks defense put up 19. His kicker put up 13. That's how you end up getting 166. Just slaughtered him.
Very, very nice.
The Dukes of Hazzard. Aaron Rodgers tried to win this game for the Dukes the same way that he won the game for Green Bay. I know in his post-game conference he was like, I was really trying to win it for Dukes, but at least I won it for Green Bay.
He did his best.
He put up 31 points.
It's beautiful.
Everybody else did bad.
No.
And that sums that.
Yeah.
Well,
like
there was 2 other players
they all did bad, man.
Double-digit points. Jay Ajayi got 10.9. Joey Bosa, defensive player, got 10. Let me talk about these failures. Juju Smith-Schuster, 9.7. Golden Tate, 7.3. Paul Richardson, 5. Jason Witten, 8.1. Sammy Watkins,
Fatty Zero.
0.
What happened there?
Seattle's defense.
Was it really that?
Earl Thomas, he's so scared of Earl Thomas, I bet.
Dang.
I would be.
Yeah, that's I am.
What are you gonna do? Yep.
I am frightened of him.
Love it.
But that's how. If you have players that do nothing, you'll score nothing. You'll lose points. It's that simple.
Truth.
But
What was the score?
166.9 to 101.3.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Wild.
And Chris just keeps. He's I think top in PPG now.
That was
power rankings. So
probably one of his worst bye weeks. He had 4 players on bye week.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And he had
still kept it going.
2 players that were out: Marcus Mariota and John Ross. Anyways, that was that. I mean, that was the final matchup. It was kind of a rough set for anybody that lost.
Yeah.
I like that the divisions, just kind of side note before I get into forecasts, the divisions have kind of evened out. Each division only has 1 owner with 4 wins.
Oh, thank you very much.
There is 2 owners with 3 wins in each division, 2 owners with 2 wins in each division, and 1 owner with 1 win in each division.
I did not notice that. I knew it had to be when I was doing power rankings today. I knew it was had to be close, but man, that's crazy.
I think they call that league parity.
Yeah, it's fun.
Definitely competitive.
And all 3 Dynasteers in the top 3 of each.
Oh, that's
division.
true. All 3 of us up there, aren't we? Hey,
playoffs, baby. We're making it. It's like, look, I either want to make the playoffs, or if I'm not going to make the playoffs, I want to go for the draft.
Well, yeah, but playoffs first.
Playoffs, baby. Give me the money right meow.
I think we all have teams that,
except for
certain
Josh.
Situations.
Josh, of the 3 of us, he has the worst team. And this is a perfect segue because I'm going to take Josh's money again.
I beg anyone watching this to comment whose team is better.
Are we doing something
Please,
here?
comment. If you had to own Josh's team, Westside Jays, or Brandon's team, dack that pass up to the top of the mountain, because that's where I am going, is to the top of the mountain. Who would you take?
Please.
Comment, please.
Please.
We're going to put our money where
one.
our mouth is, because this week you finally have a chance to get into the top 6 of the power rankings. You're teetering on that line. The highest you've got is 7.
Yeah, he wins.
Which is where you're at right now. I'm at 5.
You guys
I've been
play each
between
other.
4, 5, and 6. It's a 5 versus a 7.
Not worried.
We bet 20 last time. Are we betting 20 again? Are we
Yeah.
putting a Jackson on it?
Oh, we have to.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Straight
Witness.
points, baby.
$20 bill.
$20.
$20 bill.
So you're gonna pay me $25 next week, because I'm
You
gonna
see
take
the
you
math?
on this bet, and I'm gonna take you on this bet and the other bet we made earlier. Let's shake on it.
Highly doubt that I'll end up paying you, but
Shake
yeah,
on it,
$20 who wins this week.
I'm winning this week. I'm
Not a
taking your
chance.
money.
All right.
Not a chance.
So,
I'm going to take,
who would you choose?
looking at y'all's teams, I will take.
I already know. I know you're looking for a reason to choose Josh, so just go ahead and,
I'm looking for a reason to choose anyone. You know what?
Look at this cocky. I don't even want your opinion.
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to choose Josh. I'm going to say Doug Martins runs all over Arizona and nabs a 30-pointer.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
Wisdom. How's Cam Newton gonna do?
He's going to stay in the 30s at least.
Okay. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
What about Alex Smith?
Alex Smith will be against Pitt, in the 30s.
Yeah. He's the
Against
number
Pittsburgh.
the number 2
Hey, Brandon,
overall
who's your defense?
quarterback. It currently is Pittsburgh,
you
but
got-
it will be
No,
changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got
By the time
Falcons.
we
Hold
play.
on. Why you play Pittsburgh?
Why have I played Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Let me read off their points. 22, 13, 16, 21, 6.
Damn. So they've been pretty rough on the opposing quarterback.
They are the third best defense of the year so far.
So when you say Alex Smith's gonna score 30, where's that statement coming from?
it's coming from
Since you're so knowledgeable on the defense.
Well, here's why. Because here's his points: 53, 26, 18, 38, 43.
So he has an 18 against a good defense, I assume.
He just trusts the quarterback more
was
than he
LA.
trusts the defense.
It's pretty good defense. So
I
you're
take
saying?
Alex Smith. He dumps off a lot to.
Oh, I'm just
Kareem
trying
Hunt
to
does.
They're great.
clarify here.
It's pretty easy what Alex Smith does. He throws it deep. He is the most accurate passer in the league at 76%.
I'm not hating on Alex Smith. I'm just hating on the
Sounds
logic
like you're
you've been throwing
trying
out.
to find a reason to hate.
No. I'm just
And
saying that
you're
if
upset.
Pittsburgh's so
Don't
good
hate.
at defense, why would Alex Smith be such an easy 30? That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. Right?
All I can say for sure is that Alex Smith
Eh.
has played better NFL defenses. Not fantasy scoring defense, but better NFL defenses. He put up 26 against Philadelphia, which is a better defense.
That's the top secondary, I think.
He struggled with the not the Chargers. Oh, is that the LA Chargers? No way. Yeah, he struggled against the Chargers. He only put up 18, but still, he has not thrown a pick all year. I just jinxed it. He'll probably throw his first one here. He'll do just fine. I don't want to focus on him. I want to focus on DeAndre Hopkins and Larry Fitzgerald, the target owners, the top spot owners. Zach Ertz, number 1 tight end. I have to flex Jermaine Kearse, who is going up
Well,
against.
you don't have to.
Well,
Are you going to flex Jermaine Kearse?
I will probably flex.
That'll hurt
Jermaine
me
Kearse.
more if you win with Jermaine Kearse.
And that's kind of why I want to do it. And he's a true number 1. He's going against New England, who has Malcolm Butler, who didn't get a contract because he sucks, and Stephen Gilmore, who doesn't understand the Patriots' defense.
I'll be
and
clear.
he
If you beat
sucks.
me with Jermaine Kearse, I will have a nightmare about that.
Look,
It'll be hard for me to
the
play
best
that.
matchup between you and I this week is Zach Ertz versus Rob Gronk. It's 1 versus 2. I'm 1, you're 2. How you feel? Terrible. I know. Don't worry. And you got Kelvin Benjamin in right now. Are you going to keep him in there? Or are you going to put Funchess in?
Who knows?
I don't.
I do.
Because you gave me the choice and I said Funchess, and you were like, nope.
And who did I say I was going to play?
Nope. That's what you said.
And that means...
You're super confident.
That
is
means
what?
what?
That means.
I don't know why you don't take Funchess.
You're probably going to flex Funchess. Oh, he's going to flex Funchess. He's going to start with Carolina. Oh, please. You're going to flex Funchess.
You want all Carolina?
Play
3 Carolina
Benjamin.
players?
Wow. Cam's going to air it out again.
I mean, Philly's not been.
Let's look at Cam. You know
not
what?
Been great.
Cam has thrown 6 touchdowns and over 600 yards in the last 2 games. Can he do it against Philly?
We'll see.
Oh, I hope we get to.
It's a home game.
I'm super excited.
We will see.
But hold on. That's our matchup. I'm going to take
Easy
your money.
money.
Easy money. How
Easy
I feel
money,
about
light
it all
work.
week.
Light work.
This next matchup, this is actually a 1, that'd be you, Andrew, versus the 8, 1 girl, 1 cup. You got to be feeling great.
Also light work.
Light work. Are you going to start Tim Tebow for quarterback this week?
I'll give you a $10 bill if you beat him with Tim Tebow.
No, I'm not going to. Damn it.
Tim Tebow would probably still score more points than Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I think my bye weeks are kind of hurting me. My injuries are hurting me, so this could be an interesting one for me. But
So- You have Deshaun Kaiser in there right now. Please tell me
that's just a
placeholder.
That's a yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, he might not even start.
Are you
this
worried
week.
at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
Who are
For
you the
sure.
most worried about
He
on
has
this
no one
team?
on bye. That's my main thing.
You know he always plays Ben against you to cancel
I'm worried
Antonio
about Todd
Brown.
Gurley. I'm worried about Mike Evans. I'm always worried about Jabril Peppers.
As you should be, and Adoree Jackson.
But no, I think this could be a close one. I think this
It's gonna be a good game.
one.
I can't wait to see it.
It will be. I think Safarian Jenkins is the real number one target in New York. Can't even speak. But on the Jets, that's because Josh McCown made Gary Barnidge. Josh McCown has always thrown to his tight ends,
Right.
and he is going to again target his tight end.
I agree.
It should be good. He's got Todd Gurley. Maybe he starts Cooper Kupp. Probably not, because Jacksonville's pass defense is great.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah.
You're clearly projected to win. You should win.
I see it happening. I think I'd take you in that.
Yeah, Adam should be near the bottom again, where he belongs.
Yeah.
Without Mike Evans, but he got lucky there.
So you can't even. I feel bad for Mike Evans.
I know.
I
You
feel
brought
bad
him
for
down
him.
with you.
Disrespected.
He's a great player,
Like,
and he's got to be on One Girl, One Cup. He's not even in the name. You value Cooper Kupp more than Mike Evans. It should be One Evans, One Cup. One Girl, One Evans.
It's a good name though.
God.
Fitting.
The next matchup, this one I'm actually excited about. It is the 6 G-rated Funny Thundercats versus the 2, the team that shall not be named.
Scott scores high.
Yeah. This could actually be
A shootout.
pretty
This
close
is a
as
shootout.
well. Yeah.
This is going to be a shootout for sure. Tom Brady is going to crush the Jets. It's just going to happen.
Yes.
Melvin Gordon's going to run all over Oakland because they're just garbage. Carlos Hyde probably isn't going to do much against Washington because he's injured and he's nursing a hip injury.
Yeah. Are you gonna play Breida?
I'm not. It was between Breida or Curse, and I'm going with Curse as the safe bet.
Okay.
I don't trust Shanahan when he said, and not to talk too much about my team, but Breida got all of the carries and all of the work this last week.
Right.
Because Shanahan said he was rolling with a hot hand. It was clearly because Hyde was injured. You're going to play Hyde. He's the most talented player on that offense right now.
Sure.
And given the fact that the coach is lying to me, I don't have confidence starting the backup.
Right.
So no, I'm not. But if Carlos Hyde goes down, it's still a risk play for him. I honestly, if I had Carlos and Breida, I wouldn't feel comfortable starting either of them.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
T.Y. Hilton, Tyreek Hill looking good. Pierre Garçon, he's going to get his targets against a bad defense. He has a defensive player on bye, which I bet he just leaves there on bye.
You think?
Probably it's Scott. He doesn't care about defensive players.
Well, I think he had a defensive guy on bye this last week, and he switched him up
Did he?
at the last second.
Ooh, I
So,
stand corrected then.
I think he'll do his.
Hey, he's getting those points
some
when they're on the
switches,
board.
you know.
Take them when they're there.
He's going to have to drop the Bengals defense.
Yeah.
That'll be tough. And then we've got the team that shall not be named rolling out Jameis Winston, Lamar Miller, Kareem Hunt, who's going to run all over Pittsburgh, Keenan Allen, Emmanuel Sanders, Jared Cook, Tevin Coleman, a couple defensive players, and the Vikings defense.
Pretty
which
strong lineup.
I don't know how strong I'd feel this week about the Vikings defense, given that they're against Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT.
Sure. He's not the GOAT.
He's the young GOAT. Tom Brady is the GOAT. I will put respect on Tom Brady's name.
The GOAT is Tom Brady.
That's true.
That's gonna be a fun game to watch.
He's not in Green Bay.
It'll be good. Currently, ESPN scores it. Where can I see the projections here? So ESPN actually projects the team that should not be named to win by about 9 points. 122 to 131.
But then you add, 10 to his defense at least.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have a defense in.
Yeah.
So it'll be close.
It's close.
Yeah.
We'll see. If you guys were to choose, I feel like this is like a game of the week sort of thing. Power ranking 7 versus 2, where the 7 has a chance to beat the 2.
I think this Scott takes this.
I think Scott takes it too.
I am also thinking that Scott takes this.
Yep.
Kareem Hunt has put the team on his back, but I don't think he can carry this load.
No.
The next matchup, it's kind of like a fight for the bottom.
Kelly and Cam.
Close. Kelly and the Juggernaut. 2 former champions. This is like, oh, man.
Watching 2 pieces of wet spaghetti try and win a knot race.
Try and win a knot race. You like
That's
how
a wise
clearly
man once said.
that came out. No.
Oh
you know what?
God, dude.
Immortalize it. Immortalize it.
Oh, man.
Can you believe the guy that said that put together a better roster than you and took your money
Crazy.
once and is going to take your money a second
Opinion.
week.
That's opinionated.
Well, one of those is fact, and the other one is going to be fact here shortly. But this is the 9 versus the 10. I feel like if one of them wins, they're going to move up to 8. And then if the other one loses, they're going to go to 12.
Right.
Maybe 11 because the meat sweats are struggling too. But no way. Okay, sorry. I was just looking at all the buys, and I was like, the Smelly Waters is currently projected to get 75 points. And I was like, there's no way he's projected to be that bad.
Still projected pretty low, though.
He's just got buy players in. It's that time of the year. He's going to plug in a couple of different players, make it look right. He's going to have Kirk Cousins in there. He's probably going to put Michael Thomas back in.
Right.
It's too tough to say how he's going to.
I'm rocking Kelly this week.
But the Juggernaut, he's a little bit more solid. He's got Carson Palmer, DeMarco Murray, Javorius Buck Allen, Jordy Nelson if he's healthy, Jarvis Landry, Alvin Kamara, who should do good and get more touches now that Adrian Peterson has been traded. Which, by the way, today Adrian Peterson was traded.
Yeah.
To the Cardinals,
Craziness.
which is great.
I don't know how that's going to go, but
Shit, in 2012.
it'll be fun to watch. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, we'll see.
If they did that in 2012, they'd have 4,000 yards in the backfield.
Right?
CJ
That'd be
and
wild. What are you going to do if you put like both of them? I don't think teams these days do enough like 2 running backs in the backfield, kind of like in a Y, and then split out and send different ways. Like, that'd be tight. Could you imagine doing that with those
They
two?
should definitely get creative.
They should, please.
They got a lot of talent.
Daryl Bevel, hear me. Get creative. Thank you. But you know what? I'm taking Kelly this week.
I am too. Yeah, I got
I'd
Kelly.
take Kelly, too.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly.
We got you.
Respect.
Respect.
Dynasteers.
Turning it around.
We
Yep.
see you
Turning
winning.
it around.
You're 2-4. He can make it.
Right?
This next matchup.
2 wins.
We got the Meat Sweats versus the Dukes of Hazzard. This is a 12 versus 11.
Another clunker.
Oh my God! Sorry, if I would have known that the 9 versus 10 was going to be flanked by the 11 versus 12, I would have saved what I said about this being a fight for the bottom and a race for the worst for this place right here.
Clunkers Anonymous here.
Clunkers Anonymous. Aaron Rodgers is on a Clunkers Anonymous
I feel
team.
terrible.
Matt Ryan is on a
They're
Clunkers
all good.
Anonymous
Happens
team.
to the best of us.
They're going down.
It's a tough look. All
Hey,
around.
I want Amir Abdullah. Will you send me some trades for him, please? Thank you.
I've also
That's Westside J.
put out trade requests for Amir Abdullah.
Just let me know if you want him.
I've tried to
Wanna
get
trade him.
Stephon Diggs, and I'm kind of happy I didn't now that he's injured.
I want Njoku.
Hey, we got a lot of trade potential here in case you're
Yeah.
interested.
He
You know,
looks damn
hold on.
Cam, you
We
wanna
know
try
that
and-
Cam and the Meat Sweats really like your
Picks.
favorite pastime activity is getting picks and not using them. So why don't you get some picks?
I'll give you lots of picks.
Get some picks.
I got picks.
You got picks for days.
Picks for
You need
championships.
picks?
Wow. Find him on Snapchat. He's got picks
I got
for
picks.
you. You know, Latavius Murray, I bet he puts McKinnon in for Latavius. Stephon Diggs, if he's healthy, he'll play. Devontae Parker, if he's healthy, I'm sure he'll play. He'll probably put Danny Amendola. Actually, who knows? This can look way different at the end of this because he's got Danny Amendola, who should get the start, Devontae Adams, who should get the start. Actually, he did flex him, so he's changed his roster since we started this, which is good. We'll see how it goes for him.
Has he?
The Dukes, yeah, because last week Devontae Parker was on his bench. He didn't start him against me, but he still hasn't put Danny Amendola in. I would start Amendola.
He got hurt, didn't he?
He's fine.
Let me ask you guys both one question. Who would you rather have throwing the ball to your wide receiver, Tom Brady or Jay Cutler?
That's not even a question.
Yeah, it's Cutler.
Exactly. So that's why you play Danny Amendola over Devontae Parker.
Yeah.
Devontae Parker's a better
Free
receiver,
information
though.
from me to you right there. That's me caring for your outcome a little bit. The Dukes, they got Aaron Rodgers, Jay Ajayi, Mark Ingram, Golden Tate, Jamison Crowder, Martellus Bennett, Sammy Watkins. Can he get a catch against Jacksonville? I don't think so. He got shut out against Seattle. He's going to get shut out against Jacksonville. Then the following week, he's got Arizona, who he is going to get shut out against.
You know what's crazy? They have 3 wins total, and I think I gave them 2 of them.
Oh, you're so good. You're the best.
Oh, man.
You're
It
hella
hurts.
good.
It hurts.
Oh, man. This next match that we have is Seattle Second Harvest versus Bender's Meatbag Parade.
That'd be the last for the week, right?
This will be the last one for the week. There's still a bunch of bye week players in, so it's hard to say who's going to go down. The important questions are, do you think Bender's Meatbag Parade is actually going to start Devonta Freeman?
I think that this is the juggernaut of the week match. I think these are the 2 potentially top teams in the league, and they're going against each other. 2 highest scoring teams overall. Personally, I think that Chris might take him down even when he doesn't have his bye week problems, even though he has a few, but it's not as bad. It's only Des Bryant. So Chris isn't going to have as many problems either on bye week, but
Just AJ Green?
that's not, I mean,
It's a problem. It's the
you're
number
right,
one
you're
wide
right, you're
receiver
right.
of the league.
It is. But he had a worse problem the other week and last weekend. He overcame that. So
Yeah.
He can slot people in there. That's no problem.
he definitely can make it work. But I mean, one of the 2 highest scoring teams versus the other. I think Chris takes it personally.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Really?
You going Jason?
I want to go Jason here. If Jason Smarts,
You're going Jason?
Starts.
Yeah, I'm going Jason.
I'm going Chris.
Yeah, if Jason starts Deshaun Watson here, he can get this victory. That to me is, I think is clear.
I think Julio and Devontae are gonna have good weeks.
If Julio comes back healthy, yeah, but
I think he's fine.
yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
Devontae will have a big. They're against Miami, which is garbage. So,
Right.
I'm taking Jason on this, which is good.
Yeah, that Eddie Lacy bye, that's gonna hurt him, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go Jason too.
Mhm.
Yep.
If not for that bye week, if Eddie Lacy was in the game,
If he didn't have his bye week, Eddie Lacy, I would definitely go Chris.
Mhm.
But since Eddie Lacy's on bye, I'm gonna go Jason.
Yeah, it's scary losing him for a week.
the
So.
scariest.
That definitely teeters it towards Jason.
Yeah, I have Rawls on a
So
bye
I think
week.
we all get Jason. We all took Jason this week.
Yeah.
We all took Jason. I got
Yeah.
Rawls on a bye week, and I wasn't really frightened. But if I had Eddie Lacy on a bye week, I'd be so scared.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
It's
it'd be
crazy.
tough. But that's it. That matchup is actually a 3 versus a 4. So somebody's going up, somebody's going down. Once I beat Josh, I'll slide into that 4 or 3. If
Big movers there
the
after that.
power
Count your
rankings
chickens.
god like my team and rest of season roster.
I'll try.
But that was it for our recap and for our forecast.
Love it.
Great things happened minus the injuries. Great things will happen this upcoming week. I think you guys know what time it is. It's time for that top or flop.
Tubby or floppy?
Flop, schlop, and
Tubber on the top.
For those that have been following along, you know how the game
Flopping on the
works.
top.
For those that don't know how top or flop works, I am the captain. I decide the rules, and I'm going to ask 5 or 6 questions. Every time I ask a question, one of them is going to get it right. When they do, they're going to get a point. At the end of the game, at the end of our little game here, top or flop, one of them will have more points than the other. And if that's the case,
we all
when
know
that's
what
the
one.
case,
Okay.
yeah. Side note: if you're racist, Andrew,
Isn't that how you lost week 1?
you're going to lose a point.
It was, yeah.
You're going to lose a point.
What's our standings currently at?
I believe it is currently
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the lead there.
Lucky too.
2-1.
you
You
say so.
would be 2-1 if you weren't racist, and that's what I want you to take away from this.
I
But
am
here's
not
how it's going to
racist.
work. I'm going to ask questions. They're going to give me answers. One's going to be right. One's going to be wrong. At the end of it, there's going to be a winner. They're going to get the point for this week. At the end of the year, whoever has the most is going to get something. Whoever has the least is going to get something. Close your computers. This is a cheat-free segment. These guys don't know what they're getting. I know what they're getting. The winner's getting something tight, and the loser is not.
I can't wait to see what we're getting personally.
It's going to be wild.
Does it have
Better be-
anything to do with the phrase top or flop?
Schlop.
Yeah, whoever's top is getting a T-shirt on it that says "I'm the top."
Oh.
That's kind of cool. I want that.
Yeah, do you?
That's
Because
cool.
it's 2017, and everybody on Capitol Hill is gonna be like, "Oh, that's good because I'm a bottom."
So I should go to Capitol
If it's
Hill.
mesh.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys are getting. You're both getting T-shirts that say "I'm the top."
Okay.
And then we're taking a trip to Capitol Hill.
For sure.
Partying, getting drunk.
Winners team,
You
winner
down?
circle.
You down?
But here,
Yeah.
Or you guys are gonna get sloshed on Cap Hill.
We
I'll
are
be there
not.
to Snapchat it. Snapchat it all.
Snapchat it.
Snap it, chap it. But here we go. Question number 1. Which of these 3 quarterbacks are in the top 5 quarterbacks? Of course, in overall points scored. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, or Carson Wentz? And you guys can both.
I know who I want to choose.
I'm gonna choose.
I'm gonna choose at the same time just to make sure.
Oh really? I'm gonna choose Carson Wentz.
Yep, I knew it. I want
Oh, you
Wentz
just
too.
kind of slide.
No,
right
I
on
was
there.
holding 3 on there too. I want Wentz.
Okay.
I can tell by the question. It's obvious.
Oh, you hella. Anyways, you guys are both right.
Oh,
Carson
it
Wentz
wasn't obvious,
is in
was
the
it?
top 5. He is the number 3 overall quarterback.
Deshaun Watson 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, Russ is what 8?
7.
7.
Oh, really?
Should have just
Yeah.
guessed.
He's doing good.
Could have got that too.
Super. Question number 2. Which of these 3 wide receivers are in the top 10? Devontae Adams, Larry Fitzgerald, or Keenan Allen?
Devontae Adams, Larry Fitzgerald, Keenan Allen.
Is Devontae Adams from Green Bay?
He is.
I'll go Devontae Adams.
Top 10. Yeah, I'll go Devontae Adams too.
Ooh, you guys are both correct, which means we're at a
All right.
dead even tie
Sorry.
going into the third
You're
question.
garbage.
Yeah, you do the same thing first question.
I had 3 held and said Wentz immediately.
This next question, which team targets running backs the most? New England, Arizona Cardinals, or the Chicago Bears?
It's a good question.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
You went first time. I took second.
Okay. I'm going to go with Arizona.
I was thinking that at first, but I'm going to switch it to New England. I'm going to go New England.
That's who I was between those two. So
New England and Arizona?
yes.
Correct,
The answer is Arizona.
Boom!
I should have went with it.
All right.
Nice.
I thought maybe with David gone, maybe with DJ gone, they wouldn't be.
We got to...
I thought you meant draft.
No.
No passing.
Which targets, like throws
Yeah.
the most targets.
It's
Oh,
okay.
right.
Because the most important thing here is the follow-up question to the one that I just asked you. Instead of running backs, now, which team targets their wide receivers via passing the most?
Out of those 3?
Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers, or Green Bay Packers? Which team has more wide receiver targets? Arizona Cardinals, Pittsburgh Steelers, Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers.
I'm going to go Green Bay as well.
You're both wrong. It's Arizona.
Damn. Thought for sure.
Oh, well. 2-1.
When I looked that up, the reason I asked both questions, it's actually 1-0. He's got 1. You've got 0. You
okay.
tied the first
Sure.
2.
Okay.
Got the second question.
Right.
When I was looking this up, I was like, oh my God. Arizona throws the ball more than anybody else. They have more wide receiver targets and more running back targets than anybody else out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Super wild, right? So 1 for you, sir. None for you, sir. How about this? There are 4 running backs with 100 or more attempts rushing the ball. I'm going to give you the top 3, and then I'm going to give you 3 running backs to choose from, of which one of them is the 4th.
All right.
We good? So the top 3, Leonard Fournette, Ezekiel Elliott, and Le'Veon Bell. The 4th is one of these 3, Kareem Hunt, Todd Gurley, or LaShawn McCoy.
Todd Gurley.
I'm going to go LaShawn.
Just by how the question's phrased.
No.
Josh thinks he
Okay.
has me figured out to a point where I can ask a question and he knows based off
Yeah,
of
focus on the game, bro.
who I said
Please.
would be the winner. I'm sorry, your answer was
LaShawn.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley wins.
Oh, bingo.
Todd Gurley wins. That makes it 1
To 1.
to 1. And we are I have
sakes.
one question left. And the worst part about this is when I was writing these questions out, one of these questions I just wrote which. So I have to come up with a question here on the fly.
Surprise, surprise.
I'm going to do something I've never done before. And I'm going to give you guys the floor. I want you to agree on a question revolving around the defense, running backs, or wide receivers. And I will quickly find a question to ask you guys.
You go ahead and choose.
I want running backs.
Running backs. Question revolving around running backs. What can I find here around running backs? That one's too easy. That one is also too easy. Perfect. Which running back of these three has the most receptions? LaShawn McCoy, Andre Ellington, or James White?
LaShawn McCoy.
I'm going to go James.
James White is the winner
Of the day, too, right?
and of the day with a 2-1 victory.
Dang, good
Because you
job.
guys tied the first two.
Got him.
Go back to level?
That gives
That's
top
2-2.
or flop a overall score total of 2-2.
Back
We
to
are
equal.
back to equal, as they say, as he says, as I say, as we say. Next week's questions, who knows what they're going to be? But they're going to be talking about the tops or they're going to be talking about the flops.
Or the schlops.
We're going to have a lot to talk about next week. Josh and I, we got our bet. We got a couple of bets. Andrew, he's got an easy stomping game. He can
I don't know
probably
about
go
that,
to
but-
work all day, put in a double shift, take some money, look at ESPN
It's
at
gonna be
night,
fun.
and realize you've crushed Adam. It's how it's going to go. I wonder how the bottom's going to shake out. The bottom four in the power rankings are all playing each other.
They are, yeah. A lot of movement going to happen after this next.
Yeah,
next
they're
set of
gonna
games.
arrange spaces between them.
Yep.
The 8's going to the 12, the 12's going to the 8, 9 to
Just garbage.
whatever. It's garbage. But that's it. That's what we had for you guys this week. Appreciate you guys sticking in. Stay tuned for next week. We're gonna have some new things for you. You guys are gonna love it.
It's gonna be
We've got
fun.
some
Absolutely.
we've got some graphs. We've got some new images around power rankings and stats and
Hopefully
everything
a
that
guest, maybe.
makes. But for everybody here, thank you guys. We're moving into the next week. Next week is gonna be better than the last week.
Every week, yep.
Every
Hell
week.
yeah.
So we just wanna thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We're the 3 Dynasteers. Ho!
And we're out.